Hi, I'm Jodie Sherritt, and today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to refine and improve your forward paddling technique. To improve and refine your forward paddling technique, I'm going to break it down into three main sections. What your blade does, what your body does, what your boat does. Watch this next short video clip, look closely at the blade and think of some key features which you can see. What you should have noticed just then is that my hands are an equal distance from each blade. The blade was then entered in line with my toes into the water vertically. Blade was then pulled next to the boat to the hips and then flicked out. This process was then repeated on the other side. So the blade went in, on line with my toe, vertically, pulled back next to the boat and then flicked out at the hip. This process is then repeated and repeated and repeated to get your forwards motion of the kayak. Watch this next short video clip, look closely at the body and think of some key features which you can see. Okay, from the last video you cannot see fully what is going on with the body. For this reason I'm going to use the ergometer to show a better picture of what goes on with the body whilst paddling forwards. Firstly, you can see that Jack's head is always facing forwards. This stops any unwanted edging of the boat and puts his centre of gravity central with the boat. Secondly, you can see that trunk rotation is a key movement. This is held by contracting abdominal muscles to increase the force throughout each stroke, and also by applying pressure to the feet. Watch this next short video clip, look closely at the boat and think of some key features which you can see. As you've just seen, with regards to the boat, there's not really much to look at with the forward paddling. The main points to take into consideration is to keep the boat flat with the water and keeping your nose in the direction you want to go. As you've just seen in the video that I've just done, my boat zigzags with my strokes. This is because of my boat being so short. In a longer boat, such as Jack's, it'll zigzag less. We're now going to look at correction strokes. Okay, sometimes when you're paddling you veer off to the side. Ways that you can stop this is simply by just looking at your paddle. Make sure your hands are in the middle of the paddle. Another way is to make sure you're sitting in the middle of your seat. If you're not sitting in the middle of the seat, your boat could be on edge, which could turn you. If that's all correct, try just edging your boat. Put your boat on edge. If you edge right, you're going to turn right. If you edge left, you're going to turn left. Another way is to put a sweep stroke in. A sweep stroke is simply a forwards paddle stroke, however it's much wider. So it goes from the front of your boat all the way around to the back. Depending on how much you're turning, depends on how wide you want to do that stroke. Another way is just simply look where you want to go. By looking where you want to go, you subconsciously move your legs to edge your boat in the direction that you want to go, which veers the boat off to the side. So what have we looked at today then? First of all, hands need to be placed on the paddle shoulder width apart, equal distances from each blade. The blade then enters the water vertically, pulls back to your hip where it's then flicked out to save energy. This process is then repeated constantly to enable the kayak to keep moving forwards. As the movement with the paddle is taking place, trunk rotation is being used, using your core abdominal muscles and also by applying pressure to your feet. The boat should be moving in a forward direction, however shorter boats will zigzag. Longer boats should just be going in a straight line. Also, a very important key thing to remember is that when you are kayaking, all strokes are led with your head. So look where you want to go. It's now time for you to go away and practice. A few points to take into consideration. Always take a partner to ensure safety if anything happens. Try to take someone the same age, gender and build as you to observe each other and help each other when learning new skills. When starting learning a new skill, focus on the blade on the boat more rather than what your body and your limbs are doing. And finally, take a minute or two to visualise yourself doing this skill perfectly before actually partaking in the skill. That's enough from me. Bye!